Hi guys, I'm back. I think it's working. That's good. I'm really happy today. It is like more than a week. I think it is almost a month since the last time I recorded a book, writing this book on YouTube. But now I'm back, and we're gonna do it until the end. I'm just trying to make it a routine in my life, and it's being a little hard because mainly I don't want to do it in the afternoon, and all the days I did until now I'm doing in the afternoon. Today is like 1 p.m. when I'm starting. We're gonna do 2 hours of writing. It's the first 30 minutes author's talk, then 30 minutes of writing, then 30 minutes of author's talk, and the last 30 minutes is writing in silence, in silent. I never know. But the thing is, uh, we're gonna have like a great time writing, and eventually, or maybe tomorrow, if everything goes well, tomorrow I can already start doing uh, this live in the morning. That's my intention. My intention is waking up early and doing in the morning, so we can do 2 hours in the morning of writing, because I feel like if I start doing something right now, I'm in quarantine and I'm not really working, so I have free afternoons to do it. But I don't wanna make it a routine of writing in the afternoon, because I know it's gonna last, because the afternoons are not always free. So I really wanna make it in the morning. So to start, I'm gonna start the 30 minutes, the first 30 minutes, and I'm gonna come here to my story. I don't remember where I stopped, because as I was saying, I was doing it like many years, many days ago, many days ago, so I don't really remember. But I came here and looked really quickly, and I saw that I did three main characters. So the the sheets, right? The sheets. But I did the sheets, but I don't remember, so I'm gonna read it really fast. I remember Lassie is an important character. She's the leader of one house of the school. She doesn't like Angelique. She's really close to Caleb. She will make some houses conflicts. I think it's like this, because she doesn't care much about the others and she's impatient. How do I write impatient? Impatient. Okay. She will defy she will defy the kids, provoke them, and hinder their mission. Yeah, that's basically what she does. It's the role of her. It's causing conflict, but it's more like um, small conflicts. But yeah, that's what she does. She wants to clean the school from the new students. Yeah, so she kind of has a villain vibe. She is very responsible and dedicated to her deeds, and she doesn't believe that the new ones can be like this. So they do not deserve to be there. She's brunette, very skinny but toned muscles, very plain belly that she shows her bellies all the time. Small short top. I think the name is crop top. I'm not sure how to say it in English. Very plain belly, strong legs. Small shirt showing her belly, legging, and or some large pants. That's true. She's confident, arrogant, and she thinks she's superior. She's selfish. She doesn't like anyone beside the old ones and the ones from her house. Her house is a female house. She doesn't trust anyone. She's very suspicious. She's mostly bored. I like her personality. I mean, she has some lack, some failures in her personality, but she's kind of cool. I do like her. Okay, she has a habit of sitting very relaxed in the chair, laid back sitting skill. Well, yeah, that's true because she's mostly bored. She's from a family of traditional American spies that received an invitation to send one babe to this school. She doesn't know where her family, because they, the kids in the school, can't have contact with the outside people, not relationships with outside people. Beside their missions and the new kids that enter every year, yeah, they just can have relationship between them. That's what I mean in there. I think she knows. I'm not sure if the audio is like too low. It's probably getting some background noise. Ah, ah, ah. Okay, seems like it's getting my voice. It's capturing my voice. So I wanna know how I see the audio stuff. Audio like here. Yeah, I think it takes from the microphone. It's not like the best microphone, but I think it takes a little bit of the outside noise, but clearly it's taking a lot of noise beside my speeching. But I think my speeching probably is fine. I'm not sure, but it used to be and I didn't do anything different, so I hope it's fine. She's really good student. She knows a lot about codification and tracking. She's also really good at fighting. So she started a house that was basically invincible as the other three. They are currently the most powerful and old houses at the school. She used to date Caleb, and they have a close alliance. Okay. Everything they needed to do and pass through to get where they are. It was pretty tough, so she hates everyone that didn't have to do this because she thinks they are weak. She likes being who she is, and she doesn't have many internal conflicts. Okay. I think it's funny. Uh, External conflicts. All new kids, they are useless and weak because they can't do half of what she and the other old students already proved they can. Okay, so this is Lassie. I realized that Lassie is not a name, it's a word in English, but I mean, it's not our name in Portuguese either. I don't think nobody's called Lassie. But you know, people give their kids weird names sometimes. So that's what happens here. Okay, Patrick. Patrick is an important character. Les is American, right? Yes. Patrick is an European family. I think he's English or British. I should put British, not in. But whatever. I think English is pretty acceptable too. He seems to be the villain. Seems to hate Caleb. Yeah, because in fact, deep down, he likes Caleb. I'm really hungry. I have no idea. I didn't have lunch yet. So I want to eat something. I have something to eat here. I'll try to read and eat. That will be a little hard, but I'll try because I'm hungry. But I also think I should do this now. Yeah, they have this cat and dog relationship that one plan things to destroy other and vice versa. But yeah, I think it's funny. I'm just trying to figure out if that's gonna be the main plot or not. But let's keep going. I think that would be a fun main plot, I think. Yeah, he's really intimidating figure, right? He's really big, has tattoos in his face. And scars. And he is scary. In fact, sadistic people is scary, sadistic. Yeah, I feel like he's loyal to his people. I think he's so annoying. I think he's a really annoying person. He likes to be the one who speaks. He's just really annoying. Really. I don't blame Caleb to have like conflicts with this guy. He seems so annoying. I don't know if it's right grammatically saying, but it's fine because I understand what I mean. In the real book, I intend to use Google Translator to help me with the grammar. Yeah, I think the scar in his face, it was Caleb who did. Or maybe it involved something that Caleb did. I don't think Caleb did by himself, like took like a knife or something and cut his face. I don't think so. But I think Caleb was involved in the event that led to this scar. I don't know exactly what happened yet. Caleb was expelled from the house, from from the school. I just don't know a better word. Yeah, totally. Caleb doesn't like to follow rules
com um sinalzinho
Oi?
de. Com um sinalzinho.
Okay, I was interrupted by my mother. Let's continue. Caleb really doesn't like to follow rules. I don't imagine him like this. But he was in this house for a long time because he liked Patrick because they were like friends. So he kind of tolerate Patrick bossing him around. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm gonna think about it. I just think it involves Alec. Imposes animal behavior. It's funny. Behaviors. I have no idea. Yeah, I think he got just a little bit of his own medicine. What is exactly the opposite from medicine, but I think you understand. Okay, then continues. I finished eating, so now I can do it faster. Okay, we have 17 minutes. I just wanna see what I did so I can know what I still need to do today. I realized that I did more than I expected because I thought I still need to do the leaders of the houses, and I did 3 of them. That's a lot. Let's see this one.
assim, ia deixar aqui pra você comer depois, que é o resto do moço. O bolo não é novo, acabei de fazer. Olha lá, gente. Você não comeu nem de rosa.
Oops. It keeps falling. I'm gonna let it felt. Okay, my mom keeps coming here, so it's gonna be a little. I'm gonna give me some more minutes because I was interrupted like 3 times already. Let's keep going. So, the main difference between their both houses. This is the specialty of their both houses. The main difference is the Patrick's house is specialized in strategy, while the Caleb's house is more about getting knowledge, like keeping knowledge, important knowledge. I feel like, yeah, they're both about taking information from people, but then they keep it, and the Patrick, they are good at planning. I feel like, although they are both good at like this more at fighting, but also invading things to get information. I'm not sure how to explain, but we'll have examples soon when we start writing. Doesn't want to be worse than Caleb, that's what I mean. Yeah, although he likes Caleb, he doesn't want to lose to Caleb. He doesn't want to lose to Caleb like at all. Alright, so there's a lot of conflict between them. Now let's see Caleb. Caleb is Russian. I think he's German, but Russian? I don't think he's Russian. I learned like this because I didn't know. I think I'm gonna take Russian because I do imagine him like German. Although it seems like very prejudiced. I don't know if prejudice is the word, but because he's kind of very blonde and very short hair, almost like a skinhead figure, but not personality. But I feel like Caleb is more like this, so I feel like putting him like German makes it so characterized like a bad guy. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that German guys are bad, but I'm gonna let him be German though. He'll also be a jerk that she will hate at some points and be the one that she's gonna let her know how unreliable people there is. Well, that seems a real bad phrase, but I understand what I mean. That they move only by interest and alliance, not feelings. Yeah, I think she will start to think that he has feelings, but then he will prove her that he's not moved by his feelings, that he and as everybody else in this school is moved by alliances and interests. Yeah, but I think eventually she will start trusting him because not of his feelings, but because I don't know. I think it's a little bit about his feelings, but I feel like they will at the middle, like be together more for alliance thing. They both see each other like good partners. at the school missions, so that helps them develop more open feelings, maybe. So his role in the story is basically to show um, how a student of the school is. Even the good, even if they could be good, they have a lot of problems today. Yeah, I think his role is basically to show what is studying the school, what it makes with them. Yeah, his goal with Angelique is kind of surprising to himself because he has this agreement. Man, every time that I start recording video, it start this annoying noise exactly under my window. It's incredible. Every time. I swear it wasn't happening last week. The last 2 weeks it didn't have this noise. Just start recording, then they, oh, I'm gonna cut the grass today. She's recording. So annoying. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna cut the grass under her window. That's annoying. Okay, I'll try to continue. But I don't even know if the microphone captures this sound, but I'm sure it does. So he doesn't even want to mix with the normal kids this year. Yeah, so he it's really surprising to him the interest that he has on her because he wasn't really wanting to be interested in any of the new kids, but he ended up being interested on her without he wanting it. But his real goal before she appears, it was to protect his house and make his house big. Yeah, he needs to beat up Patrick. I don't know if beat I don't know if that's a good word for that, but he needs to fight Patrick house kind of because the if he doesn't do, Patrick will do, because Patrick will not let his house be better, like Caleb's house be better than his house. I don't know if if it was clear, but Caleb knows that Patrick will try to get like revenge or get Caleb to come back to his old house and plead for forgiveness, thing like that. Yeah, it's really interesting Caleb's appearance because he is really beautiful. He has the most light blue eyes ever. I should say that he has an incredible, beautiful, handsome face. It's really surprising about him, his appearance. I think it makes him really interesting. My notebook is dirty. I think it is brush toothpaste. I think it's toothpaste because I brushed my teeth in like playing the computer earlier. So clothes, he wears suit coats. Suit coats. I'm not sure. I remember what I mean by that, but I'm not sure if this describes well what I am imagining. Let me try this. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm imagining. Jackets and social. Yeah, he's a social guy. He's a sportive social guy, not completely social. Oh my gosh, why is that? Why is it here? That's so weird. Oh my gosh. Why people do that to begin with? Oh my gosh. Okay. I will ignore that. I can't. Okay. Clothes. He wears suit clothes, jackets, and social shirts. Yeah, as I was saying, he's kind of social, half sport. But he uses jeans, and so yeah. He's tall, have beautiful, defined muscles. Although he doesn't seem huge as Patrick and George. George is another guy. Let me see if I did George. I did all these people. Wow. I was really productive. In fact, I was much more productive than I imagined. I just wanted to keep here. I just put it up and then okay, now it's better. Hina. Hina is an Asian girl from Brazil. It's like really Brazilian, really. Angelique is Brazilian too? No, Angelique is from Paris. I even forgot my main character. Okay. Let's continue. He seems really strong. Alright. He seems strong, but he don't seem huge. Does that make sense? For me, it makes sense. Yeah, that's the way that he used to hide his feelings. He just laugh about the things that makes bad for him. Not just for him, the things that makes bad for anyone. That's the thing he laughs about, and that's kind of weird. Yeah, it's good that in English you have this word, chuckles, because we don't have that in Portuguese. And this word describes a lot of how he laughs. Yeah, we have like this is how you would translate that, but it's totally what the fuck? It's totally not a good translation. It's much more like this or this. But you see how many words we need to that? This tree is good. This is really bad. This is like not what you mean by chuckles. But let me see how you say it. Chuckles. Yeah, but we need to use a lot of words to say this. So I think that's a good thing in English that you have just one word for that. makes him seem like a statue. That's funny. He's really cool and cool looking. He always see everything happening around him, so he's very attentive to his surroundings. Okay, what I mean is kind of he's cold looking guy most of the time, but then he just do a literary joke that is not really a joke. It's just really dark, and then you get like, okay, that was weird. It's like that figure that I just saw. But he doesn't do nasty jokes. I mean, dark jokes are kind of nasty, but you know what I mean. Yeah, he seems really scary when he's around school people. Normally, when he's just with Angelique, he seems funnier. But when he's with other people from school, he has all this cold, scary look vibe on him. I feel like he does exercise all the time, that's true. That's exactly how she sees him for the first time. He was doing exercises. That's totally him. If he's like bored, he starts doing exercise. It's really crazy. Yeah, he fights really well. That's true. Yeah, it's the same thing that we write about Patrick because he doesn't have he doesn't know much about his family, but he doesn't want to know, and it's kind of agreement that he and Patrick did when they were younger, that they don't really need to know about their family. They could look for it, but they don't want to, and they agreed with each other that it's not important and they will not look after it. And even now that they are not friends anymore, they keep it this way. But this is something that he doesn't know, I think. Yeah, he's just from an important family, like really genius family. I'm calling them. They look for people who are really genuine. I don't know how you say it. Let's see. Genuine. Genial. Yeah, they look for people who are really genuine, and then they go after their kids to take them to the school. And in Caleb's cases, they did this even without the consentment of the parents, of his parents. I'm gonna put it here because that I think that makes a lot of difference. Because most of students, their parents give the kids because they offer a lot of money and power and things like that. So they give it easily. Some of them even pay a lot to put their kids there, or some kid to work for them later. But Patrick came from a family that really sell him to this school when he was a baby. But it's a spy family. Let me just see. European family. I'm gonna put British here because it makes me the other way makes me confused. Okay, Caleb, when I was right, I forgot. Caleb parents did not consent. I think it's consent with this. Okay, So he identifies a lot with Patrick. They are always close friends and they used to do things together. I think discovering about Caleb's parents can be something important for the main plot. I think that would be interesting because we all the book talking until now. I keep thinking about their emotional problems, and I think the parents' problems is a big thing. So I think it would be really interesting to put something about the rejection with family and things like that, because Caleb and Patrick clearly have this rejection about families and being normal. Lassie too. She also don't think normal people are cool or good or worthy. She just think just people from the school that born like in a really intense training are really worthy of time and life. So I don't think they give any value to family and things like that. But deep down I think they do, for the stories they see and for the people they know that have this experience and they didn't. So I think going after or accepting that they would like to know their parents and have some normal experiences in lives and that they really can do it can be like a interesting plot and not like something too complex, because I don't want anything too complex. I know it finished the time already. Wow, it passed 10 minutes. So, what I'm gonna do now is finish Caleb's story. Wow, I wrote a lot. But Caleb was the last one that I did. So, I know now I need to do the other characters, the other main characters. There's just one more. There's just Ian and Alec. I think I didn't do Alec. Wait. Yeah, I did just a little bit of Alec, but this is the one that I need to do. This is really important character. So I'm gonna do Ian, and Ian also important character. So I'm gonna do Ian and Alec in this first 30 minutes. So we're gonna be like 10 minutes just writing. So I'm gonna mute the microphone so you can stop hearing this really annoying noise. Good for you because I will keep listening to this. So when I recommend this, you guys also keep writing your, I don't even know the name, outline. In fact, that we're not doing the outline. I'm not doing the outline. If you guys are following me, you should do your character sheets here. Yet, if you don't have that many main characters, maybe you finished already your main characters. But and now we'll show how I'm gonna do the other characters, because I have a lot of other characters, but I really don't intend to go too deep on them. So I think they're gonna be faster. I can show you how I'm gonna do it later, so you guys can just write anything you want. But basically, what I need to do is finish the main characters, yeah. But I think in 30 minutes I can finish Ian and Alec, at least the biggest part, hopefully. So I'm gonna put some music and I'm gonna mute here. So see you guys. Oh, I put the timer already, so see you in 10 minutes. Okay, guys, I'm back. See, we did the first 30 minutes writing. I mean, I take my food and then to the bathroom with my lunch. Okay, so now we're gonna do more 30 minutes talking. So, what I wanna talk about, I just had this idea that Ian can be her brother or have like a brother conflict that he he may know something of her family, he may be something of her family, uh, or he thinks he is. I don't think he knows a wrong thing, so I think he has something to do with her, and probably her mother too. He can be her half brother, or he can be, I'm not sure what he is, or some student of her mother. He has some contact with her mother that she doesn't have. He can be like, her mother can be like his tutor. Tutor? Is that the name? Well, like, he can be that, so he heard a lot about Angelique with her mother, talking about her. And Angelique doesn't have much contact with her mother, so it's kind of Ian has more contact with her mother than herself. So I think that would be interesting, and we keep on this parent conflict that we were before. So I think we can develop something like this for him, because I really feel like he knows Angelique from somewhere. I just don't know from where, because he always seems very interested on her. He smiles to her from nowhere. He just keep following her, appearing where she is. Kind of, I mean, at the beginning he was. Oh, the music is still on, right? I think I need to turn off. Although this music is very good, all these musics. So yeah, I don't know exactly where he is from yet, but that's why I didn't put. Well. So what else we gonna put your head? So his goal. I'm not sure what is his goal. I have no idea really, because he's really mysterious. He's mysterious even to me. His main role is to look mysterious. Being is like this, I think, being a lover. I'm not sure. I don't even know if that kind of construction exists, but yeah. I'm gonna put he is a love interest to her, but he's also interested on her. I put it here already. He's her brother. Let me try to write his story here. Background. He was tutored by Angelique's mother, that is an old student of this school, and she sent him to this school after seeing his promising spy ways. Whatever does that means. A lot of contact with Angelique's mother, more than Angelique had and he heard a lot about Angelique, so he feels like he knows her and she is family. He wants to know, maybe he even wants to know her more. I'm not sure, but I feel like he thinks he knows a lot about her because he heard a lot about her and he knows her mother. He doesn't know since he was born in a program for spies vinculated to this school, and the ones that are promising they are sent to there. And Angelique's mother used to tutor there when she is not in a mission herself. I don't think he has a parents. He has parents, but maybe his real parents are close by related to Angelique's mother. She needs a name, right? I just have no idea. Can be I think it's gonna be Pietra. They are friends, but they do not behave like parents at all. So Ian doesn't consider them as family. But he considered Angelique's mother like family just by the way she talks about her normal daughter. But I feel like if Angelique's mother loves her daughter for being normal and all, doesn't want to involve her, why she send Angelique to this school? Because she sent Angelique to this school because she believed Angelique could get in even without any training, what is really risky considering that she knows how the school is. So I feel like she was kind of testing Angelique, and if she failed the test she would lose her daughter, so it seems like she wouldn't care much. So I don't know if she does loving mother. I don't think she's really a loving mother. So she's kind of a psychopath. That's what I feel of her. I was thinking maybe she has other kids like Angelique that she sent already to the school and they died. Like she did with Patrick, Ian. Ian could be like her son, so, but I don't feel like he's her son. But his parents can be just like her. Just really crazy about that. Yeah, I will say that Angelique's mother is not really loving. I mean, she tries, but she doesn't really care about much. Yeah, I think it's really a complex character, her mother. But I feel like Ian's parents are pretty much the same. And Ian um, believe, not believe, Ian likes more Angelique mother because it's not his family. Because the other grass is always greener. He knows she's crazy like his parents. Because even though he knows they she is just like his parents, he likes to hear about Angelique from her mother. I don't know, it's some crazy stuff like this, I think. I don't know. Yeah, it seems weird, but I think he's a really weird character, so I don't think it's completely wrong, you know. But yeah, I thought it could be like something deeper than this, but I'm not sure if I want to make it more complex. Um, Internal conflict. Let's go for this one. I think he just wants to sleep. He just wants to sleep, basically. So he does his obligations better than he can, so he can sleep more. I feel that's how deep this character is. Pretty much that. He gets excited to see Angelique act at the school because he believed he heard a lot about her from her mother, and also he knows she grew up like a normal kid, and he as every other kid in the school thinks it is pretty interesting and different because they didn't. They think the normal kids are interesting, even the ones that doesn't like it. Even Lassie, that she really undersees them. She thinks they are interesting. She just likes to know more about them. At some level, she tries to hide it, but deep down she thinks they are interesting for having a normal life. I don't think he wants to protect her because he really believes she's amazing. because her mother told him that she's really great at everything that she does, you know. So I think he doesn't really has an interest in protecting her. He doesn't have an interest in testing her either. But he really sees her better than she is. In Caleb's case, Caleb just sees her like a normal kid, and he believes she will not last and she will die, you know. But I feel like Ian doesn't. Ian really believes that she can do it. Um, but at the same time, there's a scene that he kind of protects her, but in a very subtle way. So I'm trying to figure out what was that. I don't know. I feel like it was not just for not having conflict, it was really to take her away from the conflict. But I really don't think he protects her. I don't think it's his thing. The personality. I don't know if I don't feel like he's protective. Yeah, I think he just I will put here because I put like their superpowers, their habits and mannerisms. So I feel like it's a superpower of him. There are two superpowers. It's not like they don't have superpowers, but it seems like superpower. So I'm putting here that he can appear and disappear from places. I had read it already, but he really can do that. He's just really sneaky. Is sneaky the word? He's really. Let's see. Sneaky. No. Yeah, I think that's the one. Sneaky. Can appear to different places. Sneaky. But also he's really chill. And I think we can put it here. Really chill. He fights well. Where I put he fights well? He's the leader of the fourth house. You see, he's lazy even to make a name. His house was the fourth house, so let's call it the fourth house. I really feels like he's just like this. Yeah, but he also can read people and places so well. It would be like this energy stuff, but in a deeper and more clear level, I would say it is pretty good in him. When people are afraid, he knows, and people are, and then he can solve things after seeing how people are feeling or thinking. I feel like he can know. He can know. He can know how people are feeling or thinking, and he can find solutions fast. Yeah. I don't think he has many external conflicts because, as I say, he just avoids conflict. I think it's something that he does. He's really chill and and he avoids conflicts. He really avoids conflicts. He's the kind of person who solves conflicts by the other way, like circulating the conflict. you know, circulating, like not circulating is totally not the word, but I think you understand. It's like going by other way. I think he should have an important role in the plot because he is all mysterious and all. I think he may know something important for the plot. I don't know what is the speciality of his house. Let me see. Magic. Cool. Yeah, I think that's really. It's not um, wrong. External conflicts. I would put he doesn't have external conflicts because I really don't see he having conflict with anyone. Because he's just so chill. If someone has a conflict with him, he's just. I mean, I don't think he would react in any way. He's really humble too, so. Let me put that. He's humble. He would admit or he would ask sorry, even if he doesn't need. Even if he could deal with it, he just don't want to need to deal with anything. He does what he needs to do, so he doesn't really have any problems and can sleep because it's what he really wants. Well, so external conflicts. I'm really not seeing he having any external conflicts. I think I'm really getting annoyed with him and the way he looks to her. I think it's gonna be the only external conflict that he may have because she will be the only one who really is going to talk to him like annoyed. Another reason is he's like the leader of a house, so I don't imagine anybody fighting him because most people respect these houses. But Angelique doesn't because she's not from there. And I think she was gonna be really annoyed by his behavior around her, so she's totally gonna talk and get angry with him. I feel like she will be his main conflict. His goal, I still don't know. I'm not sure about it because I feel like I want to make a triangle, but I'm really annoyed with triangles because I I really can't decide which one she should end up with. So I don't want to do that. I want to know which one she's gonna end up. And I think Caleb is a better option because of all the complexity of the character. I think it's gonna be deeper and more interesting for the story as a whole. But I think Ian is a good match for her at somehow, mainly for this mysterious around him and what he knows about her and what he can do about it. But I don't really know what is it. And if I needed to choose between them, it would be really hard. So I think I prefer having just one clear path. But Ian is supposed to be in the original idea of the story. He's supposed to be also a love interest to her. Kind of like she has many, in fact, because Harry and George are somehow after her. Caleb's also. Ian also. Patrick clearly is not. I even think Patrick is gay. Not that it's a problem. I think I wrote it somewhere. Didn't I? I think Patrick loves Caleb. That's the truth. But anyway. So I don't know. I really don't know if I wanna make him her brother or in fact I think being her brother is pretty boring. I think if they could have like a really romantic interest, that would be much more interesting. I think he can be like her crush, like someone that she likes, but she no, she can't be with him because he's complicated, and but and he don't seems to want to be with her too because his main goal is to sleep. So he's not really interested in romances. He just wanna not have obligations. He's not really motivated to leave. Seems like, uh, mainly because he's tired and all. And he does think she's something interesting, but at the same time, it's not enough to motivate him to do anything else. To do, to be like so different. So, from what he was before. It's okay because they just met each other. I feel like maybe if they have a deeper relationship, he maybe could feel more motivated to leave, like by a romantic interest. But I don't know if that's gonna be the case. I don't know if I want to do that. Make them have a real relationship. I just think he would be an interesting option to her, that she could be in love with him because he is one of the best guys. That at least he seems like that. He's not just handsome, he just really avoid conflicts, and he's really chill, really laid back maybe, although he has a really creepy smile. I think she will see him as like, well, this guy is kind of cool. So I think she may have some interest in him more than in Caleb in the personality way, because Caleb is really complicated, but I also think we'll have much more attraction between Caleb and her, mainly because Caleb is much more fire than Ian. Ian is really, really chill. So yeah, I think it is interesting to have two guys, but at the same time I don't like to need to write like half of the story for one guy and half of the story for another guy. It's really annoying.
Vai começar a morrer?
No.
Olha, eu gosto de brincar disso.
Okay, I don't know how many more times I'm gonna be interrupted, but well, we finished the the talk. So yeah, I couldn't decide. I'm just trying to imagine about how I would do the triangle. Like as I said, I don't like if we go like Twilight vibes, then it's more like the book. But if you think about the whole story, basically she passed like one book and a half with one guy, and then half book or one book with another guy, and then she ended up with the first guy. But she needs to write um, moments with one guy, moments with another guy, and I'm not sure if I want to do that. I'm not sure if I want this thing of her falling in love with the two guys or really having a relationship with two guys, because I don't really want to write relationship too much. I think the relationship will be in between the things that happens in the school, and if I do both relationships, it's gonna be like too focused on relationship, and I don't know if I wanna this. I'm not sure. I need to think about it. So what I'm gonna do now is I like shit, and that is gonna be a hard one because I think he's gonna be the main the main part that leads to the conflicts that will be happening during the story. Although I don't know what is it. So I think we can figure out a little more about the plot writing his character sheet, and also I need to see a location for you, and a location for Ian, and see where in the plot these romances and romantic interest I have no idea where in the plot these guys will be. I don't know if you think it's interesting to have half of the story for one guy, half of the story for another guy, or scenes with one guy and scenes with another guy. Maybe I could do that, but I really don't think it's interesting. I like to see the development of feelings with one single guy. I really don't like this of putting too many guys on the story. When I read stories like this, I feel really uncomfortable and really undecided. I really can't decide which one. I don't know if I would like to read that, even if it was the contrary, like that it is like a boy deciding between two girls.
Eu acho que não, porque esse aqui é pago.
Okay, she left for the. How many times did you guys are you counting? I think it was 6 times. Well, let's see how many more. I just have more 30 minutes though. Well, so I was trying to think how I feel about the stories that you have like two guys to decide, and I'm really feel not comfortable. And I was thinking if it was two girls and one boy, and he needed to decide, and if he had the same deep relationship with both of girls, I can't decide these things. I can't. So I would want her to be with both. But since we are not talking about much marriage stories, like this kind of stories, we're not really on there. I don't think that would be really interesting. I don't think that would be really weird for these people who doesn't know what is a family, but I don't really wanna write this. I don't wanna write a mood relationship. So I prefer doing something that would be easy to decide. So don't get too deep in the other guys and just go for one relationship, one clear path. So I'm gonna let her be with Caleb. Even if that's a spoiler, I don't really care. I'm doing all the spoilers here. Um, but maybe I'm gonna put her having some interest on Ian. I just think her interest on Ian needs to lead to some important point in the story. So we're gonna try to work that on the plot. And that's what I'm gonna do now. We're gonna do more 30 minutes of writing in silence, and I will try to figure out all the character sheet and the plot. And if we cannot do the plot today, we for sure do it tomorrow. For sure, I'm not. I cannot say that, but we can try to do the plot today and tomorrow. And I'm kind of really excited to do the characters in the houses because I really want to know how they are. So I'm excited about this, and it's kind of really cool to do the technique that I used to do to make uh, secondary characters. It's a really interesting technique that really gets me excited in the sense that I could do this for all the characters like forever and never really write the story, just do this because it's really funny. It's really fun to do. Well, so I'm gonna write Alex's story now. So I'm going silent. So guys, I finished. We still have some time, but I wanted to say so we can finish in 2 hours, almost 2 hours, maybe a little more. But it's good that we have this time so I can talk and don't pass too much of the 2 hours. So what I wanna say is, I really like doing Alec character sheet. He does have a lot of conflicts. He is one of the most conflicting people there. And one interesting thing about him is this double agent thing that I really don't know which side he is. And I wanna put this in the entire story, that you really can't understand which side he is. Um, and I think he needs to deal with it, and I think he deals with it well. But he also has inside him a really deep thing, didn't wanting to be a traitor. So I think this is a really soft spot in him, or a delicate spot in him, sensitive spot. Then he gets even more pissed because he is a guy that is pissed all the time. Pissed, I don't know. He's angry all the time. Um, so I think this traitor talk even gets him more angry. What makes it even harder to understand if he's a traitor or not, and who is he's trading, who is, let me see how you say that. Who is he cheating on? Yeah, I don't know if you understand that, but yeah. Okay, so that's it. I think that's the sensitive spot of him. But it also helps to make really confusing if he's really cheating on someone or not. So I will let you get it a little more clear in the plot, but I do think I have a much better idea of what will be the plot. The plot want really to be something between the houses, so I'm gonna do this conflict between Caleb House and Patrick House, and all the alliances with Lassie and Ian. And Ian knowing something about Angelique, and Angelique House being in the middle of it, mainly because there are some people that are involved with Alec, like Hannah. And I will let Hannah survive because Alec will save her. But I'm probably not using this character for a long time, but I think she will be important for his growth, because it will be also a conflict that he will need to deal with, because he will need to if you need to deal with feelings, he will start to have feelings. That is something that I think he is not used to, and he's being really abused and hurt most of his life, mainly by this organization, and he's really mentally broken. So I think his relationship with her will be useful for his healing, but also not very healthy relationship, of course, because he's not healthy. So I do think it's gonna be delicate subject, but would be useful to the character development, and a character like him will be really useful for the plot. So what I'm gonna do now is, I was saying that I probably should write the plot now, but I really think writing the rest of the character sheets will be useful. So I'm gonna do that before the plot. I probably, in fact, was thinking before today to do all the shits, the character and the places. So I'm gonna do the places too before the plot. So tomorrow, what I will do this that will be really interesting. I think we can start by the old ones. I think the old ones are the most important and they are kind of the base of the school. So I do wanna know how they are, what they can do, because they are really exceptional in their abilities. So I do want to do these old students. Every house has two, every important house here in this year. So I'm gonna do this guys, and then I'll do the other guys inside the big houses. And then the new kids. And then some other new kids that were there before this year, that basically the other houses kids. Oh, we have another older student here. They're not from the big houses. Okay, we need to see that. Oh, they are from younger classes. Let me see if this is true. Yeah. Okay, I think I have more of this written here in the school sheet so I can remember tomorrow when we do it. So basically that's what I'm gonna do, and then I will do the other characters involved with the school that I think it'd be really important for the plot. I think this organization that controls Alec, this organization can be something to do with one of the organizations from the board. One of these organizations that owns the school. So it makes it even harder for Alec to unvinculate it, like to unlink him from this organization, and what makes him even more frustrated because this organization knows everything about him and has completely control over him. And why I think they would choose Alec, I think this fact that Alec is really a easily easily irritated person makes him really dangerous. So I think it's something that maybe attracts this organization to want him, and I think he can do like cold job easily, or I don't know, maybe has something that would be useful, something like this part of his personality, because I think it's the most different thing about him is his personality, and probably something that makes him capable of being a double agent. He's probably good at acting, so maybe that makes him, even if he's irritated all the time, I think he's good at seeming natural even when he is acting against. I don't know, something about acting. So I think there's something in him that makes him valuable, even for the houses, but also for this organization, that I think has much to do about his double agent ability, but I also think he's a really good fighter and really good at doing cold blood missions. It seems a lot with his personality does. So I would like to involve one of these agencies so I don't need to have more things, and I think that would make a lot of sense because, as I was saying, these are big agencies and organizations that own the school, so that would be much easier to control Alec being one organization like this. And then we can keep everything inside what we have already, so we don't need anything else. I put one thing else here. I put more people, but it's fine. It's one house that we don't really need much. We can just keep there. We don't even need to talk about it in the true story. I'm just gonna write the character shit. So I'm really excited. I wanted to do it today, but I want to keep it on the schedule. Not that I really have a schedule, but I don't want to overdo it today, so I don't do tomorrow. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and then try to keep it for the entire month at least. So months for the entire month. So at least I can uh, uh, make this habit and finish the book. So that's it for today. See you guys tomorrow.